like leave totally.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Third and fourth grade students as well. A speaker's on, so we're ready to listen and welcome everybody. Thank you for being here today. It is one of my favorite days of the year because you get to see how far our fifth grade band and orchestra students have come in the course of their first year of instrumentation. I'm really excited for you. This is one of the landmarks for the end of the school year. It's an awesome concert, so I'll stop talking, but welcome. I can't wait for you to hear how far along these guys have come over the course of 9 to 10 months here. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Heyer, and he'll give our performance, but let's give our instrumentation or students a round of applause.
All right, good afternoon, parents and students. So happy to have you guys here today on our final performance of the school year. The students have worked so hard since September, learning how to play these instruments, and we're playing some amazing stuff for you today. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna have the student announce our first piece.
Hello, my name is Kenzie, and I play the violin in the Muraski Orchestra. The can-can is a high-energy dance that involves high kicks. The dance became popular in the 1840s. The can-can evolved over time into the famous kick line. French composer Jacques Offenbach composed his version of the popular can-can in 1840. This song is a fifth-grade orchestra tradition. Enjoy.
All right, before Isabella introduces our next piece, let me tell you a little bit about the instruments that we have in the orchestra, especially fourth graders, because in a few short months, you'll have an opportunity to look at and try these instruments and hopefully all be members of our awesome, amazing band and orchestra groups. So let's start with the back of the orchestra. The lowest instrument are the basses. Now they're not gonna hold them up because that's a way far back. The basses wave. There's the bass section back there with Mr. Tyson also playing bass. Awesome. Over here we have our cellos. Cellos, hold them up. Show them the cello. That is a kind of a high and a low sounding instrument. It's really cool. And then in the middle of the orchestra, they play the middle notes too, the viola section. Hold them up, violas. Yay, look at the violas. That's awesome. And finally, the one that we all recognize and know right over here, the violins. Hold them up. Yay. So those are the different instruments that we have in the orchestra for 5th grade. So Isabella is going to tell us about our next selection.
Hello, my name is Isabella and I play the cello in the Muraski Orchestra. French folk song is a traditional melody from France. The song is slow and is in 3/4 time. This beautiful melody is perfect fit for orchestra instruments. Enjoy this piece.
Hello, my name is Jude, and I play bass in the Muraski Orchestra. Ludwig van Beethoven lived from 1770 to 1827. He composed his 9th symphony after he lost his hearing from a disease. The famous melody from the symphony is called Ode to Joy. Most people recognize this piece. This song is played by 5th grade orchestra. Every year, listen carefully as you hear the beautiful harmonies along with the happy melody.
Hello, my name is Kozan and I play the violin in the Muraski Orchestra. Fiddler's Hoedown is a traditional fiddle tune known as boiled and cabbage nut. This fast piece is fun to play. We will feature each section of the orchestra, the violins, violas, cellos, and the basses. We will even have some extra moves to add to the traditional feel. Kick back and relax as we play this fiddle tune.
Everybody. My name is Mrs. Robley and I teach the band here at the middle school. We're super excited to play for you guys today. Boy, orchestra, you sounded absolutely phenomenal. Let's give them another round of applause. So we're going to bring up some student readers to introduce our first couple pieces for you as well.
My name is Corey and I play saxophone in the 5th grade band. We will begin our concert by playing songs from our book, Michael Finnegan and Now Let Me Fly. These songs taught us to play a new type of note, 8th notes. We had to learn how to divide a beat equally to perform these songs. We hope you enjoy Michael Finnegan and Now Let Me Fly.
read from our book that we play out of every day that has awesome music in it. You guys heard from the awesome string orchestra, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about our band instruments. We actually have 3 families of instruments in our band. We have the woodwind family, the brass family, and the percussion family. So I'm going to show you some of the instruments in each one of those families, and they're going to play a little song for you so you can hear the notes that they play. And we're going to do the same thing over and over again on all the different instruments so you can hear what the difference in sound is for every instrument. So our first group of instruments we're going to start with is our woodwinds. And the highest pitched instrument is called our flute, and Carla is going to play a couple notes for you on the flute. There you go. Try one more time. You got it. There, let's give her a round. One of the instruments we actually don't have this year is we don't have a clarinet, but that would be the next instrument kind of down, going a little bit lower, play some high notes, play some low notes, and it uses a reed to make the sound. We're going to look at the saxophone, which is still in the woodwind family, and we're going to play a couple notes, and Ibrahim is going to do that for us on alto saxophone. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Saxophone, go ahead and hold him up nice and hold him up so I can see. There you go, there you go. Cool. Then we're going to do our brass family. So in our brass family in 5th grade, we have 2 instruments. We have the higher pitched one, and this is going to be the trumpet. And David's going to play a few notes for you on the trumpet. There it is. Hold up your trumpets, trumpet. Nice job, nice job. Now we're going to go even lower in our brass family. And we're going to look at the trombones. And the trombones use like a slide to make the sound. It's pretty cool. So Milo's going to play those same couple notes for you on the trombone. He's in the back there. Yeah. Hold it up, trombones. Hold it up. Very cool instrument. Now we do have a special guest with us. You got to see him play on string bass, but he also plays the tuba as well, which is the lowest instrument in the brass family. And that is an instrument that we play in 6th grade. So some of these students next year might be interested in playing tuba, and they may switch to that. So I'm going to have him play a couple notes on the tuba so you can hear how low it is. It's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Thank you for being awesome. And then our next family of instruments is our percussion family. And you'll see that the percussionists are going to do a lot of different things today. We have some bell songs that they're playing. We're going to have somebody play bass drum. We're going to have them play some snare drum. But we're going to have Noah show you what it sounds like when he plays those same couple notes on the bells. Nice. Hold up your mallets, fellas. Nice job. Nice job. Awesome. So another really cool thing about playing an instrument is, raise your hand. Do you have a favorite song? Raise your hand if you have a favorite song. Right, everybody? The cool thing is, no matter what your favorite song is, you can play it on any of these instruments. So we have some students here in the band that are going to play some of their songs for you that were their favorite songs. They worked a little extra, practiced a little bit more, and learned their favorite songs. So we're going to start with Marshall. He's going to play 2 things for you. The first one he's going to play is The Good Life. It's a solo in his book. And the second one, I'm just going to let you see if you recognize it. one more. Again, let's see if you recognize it. Any Bluey fans here? Yeah. Good job, Marshall. Let's give him a big round of applause. All right, so you got to hear a little bit of saxophone. We're going to go to the back of the band, and we're going to listen to Ewan. And he's going to play a song from a movie that you probably recognize with dinosaurs and stuff. So, yeah, Jurassic Park. Here we go. All right, this next one's pretty epic. Another back to our saxophone section, and we're gonna hear Kingston playing Epic Sax Guy. All right, we're going to move on to our low brass, and we're going to look at our trombone. And he's going to play the song that maybe you saw in, I think it's a YouTube video, When Mom's Not Home. And you're going to see Cody, and he's going to be playing a song on the trumpet called Lifeline. right, now we're going to finish with a duet, and this is Jonathan and I. We're going to go back to the back of the band again, and I know you know this song. This is Lava Chicken. All right. Thanks for being such an awesome audience. Okay, we're going to continue. We're going to give the percussion a second to get their instruments changed and ready to go. Moving forward, though, we were playing songs that we were pretty much playing all the same notes to. But at this point in the year and moving forward in band, the coolest part is when we all are playing different instruments and we put it together. And now, moving on to our next piece, we're not all going to be playing the same thing at the same time. So the trombones might be playing something different from our clarinets, which are playing something different from our flutes and our saxophones. So you're going to hear all these parts mixed together, and it just sounds so cool. Our percussion ready. We're going to get David, if you want to start making your way up here, and he'll introduce this next piece for you.
My name is David, and I play trumpet in the 5th grade band. Our next piece is a song that we really enjoy playing. It has a fun breakout section in the middle that features a cool rock groove from the percussion section. We hope you enjoy Songs of Rock.
My name is Tristan, and I play trombone in 5th grade band. You've heard the legendary Tyrannosaurus Rex. Well, this is Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just imagine this huge dinosaur striking up a beat and joining us for this incredibly fun song. We hope you enjoy going back to the dinosaur era for a performance of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
right, in a few minutes, Maya's setting up, and she's going to come and introduce our next song. However, I may need a little audience participation. Will you please raise your hand if you are an Ohio State fan? Awesome. You guys are on my team. So at the very end of this song, we're going to play the Ohio State song, and I need the whole O-H-I-O thing from you guys. Cool? All right, here's Maya.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I play percussion in the 5th grade band. Our next piece is called Rock Medley, and it takes small pieces of rock songs and we put them all together for one great mix. In this piece, we will play We Will Rock You, Seven Nation Army, Let's Go Band, Iron Man, and Hang On Snoopy. We hope you enjoy Rock Medley.
Hello, my name is Madeline. I play the viola in the Muraski Orchestra. Film composer John Williams wrote the music to many of the most famous movies of all time. You will recognize this next song as the main theme from Star Wars. We will turn our bows into lightsabers and take you to a galaxy far, far away.
Thank you so much for being an awesome audience. We had an awesome grand finale for this concert with you guys. We've never done that before, so we're really excited. Thank you again. Thank you to all the parents. One more piece of information. We do have summer band and summer orchestra flyers in the back. It's a great way for them to keep playing over the summer, and it's great for them to go check out the middle school before next year starts. So we hope you'll take a look at that. The registration for the band one closes today. Thank you so much.
Last thing real quick, students, we're gonna wait for our teachers to organize us and dismiss us. Families, if you are waiting, first off, let's give them one more round of applause. And then two quick items for families. First item is, as you're on your way out, please check out the Lost and Found. There's a full department store in there, so please make sure that you check that out. And then secondly, if you are planning on taking your child home and you've let Mrs. Wilson know, they will clean up and get situated from orchestra and band. You are welcome to take them and their siblings home. If you did not sign them out and use the form that we shared last week, please make sure that you see Mr. Will or Mrs. Wilson.